Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're looking at the PrizePicks slate for the NBA. Posted the DraftKings and FanDuel video, so be sure to check that out if you're going to be playing on those sites as well. For PrizePicks today, I got 4 props that I really like. Go ahead and touch on them. I'm sure there'll be some more throughout the day once they post some of the fantasy scores for the Grizzlies players. Once they post some of the other role players like Steven Adams, Kyle Anderson, we can definitely get some more value and some more good props. But looking at the points prop today, we have Tatum at 28.5. They're on the road here. Tatum has taken a ton of shots recently. Closeout game for the Bucks, so you expect Tatum, expect Brown, all these guys to play monstrous minutes. I don't mind Tatum, but I'd probably get to Giannis for just 4 points more. You can play both if you wanted to, but Giannis playing 40-plus minutes here might get up to like 42, 43 today. Taking a lot of shots. They have nobody to slow him down. He's super aggressive out there, so I like Giannis. Brown at 23.5. I probably like Tatum a little bit more. He's been hitting this prop. Game where he didn't, he had just 18, but he was in foul trouble. But just feel a little bit more confident with the other two than with Jaylen Brown. Love Jrue Holiday's props all across the board. He's at 21.5 points. He's shooting terribly right now, just like under 40% throughout the series. But he's still been able to hit his points prop just because he's getting to the free throw line. Last game, he did shoot well from distance. But there's some other good Jrue Holiday props, but I definitely don't mind taking the over on his points. Horford is at 12.5. This might be dependent on Robert Williams. Last game, they kind of changed up the defense on him. They didn't want to get burned by 35-year-old Al Horford continuously. So they made some changes, and it happened to work out for the Bucks, as Horford did not have a good offensive game, except for dishing to his teammates a bit. He did have like 6 assists. Further down here, Steph Curry, 27.5 points. Down last game. Expect Curry to bounce back nicely today. I like the over on that. I like the over on Jaren Jackson here at 17.5. Last game he hit 21 in limited minutes. They won by 30 plus, I believe. They were up by 50 in the third, so they only played their starters in the low 20s in minutes. I love Jaren Jackson over on his points, like his fantasy as well. Once that gets posted, if it's like 34 to 35. So that's what I like for the points board. We have some other good ones at the assist and the rebounds, especially the rebounding. At the assist, Tatum 5.5. He's going to be aggressive looking for a shot, so this could be a spot where you might want to take the under. But if it was at like 6 assists, I'd feel a little bit better. Just hopefully, worst case could be a push. In that situation, it could still be a win here if he happens to just get 5. Giannis 6 assists. Last game he did not get that game. Didn't get that game before, but with him scoring 40 points, is also hard for him to get his teammates involved, just with how aggressive he is looking for his shot, and for good reason. Holiday has 6.5 assists. He's hit that last couple of games. I love that number, but I like his rebounds a lot. He's only at 5 rebounds, Jrue Holiday, and he's been absolutely dominating on the boards. And then you have Tyus Jones 7 assists. He had 9 in just 24 minutes. We know he's super aggressive out there. I like his number there, and I also like his points, rebounds, assist number. With the rebounding board, Giannis at 13. I mean, he's fine, but it's not something you can always count on. 13 rebounds is a lot. You need 14 to hit, but I like Jrue Holiday. Only 5 rebounds. He's gotten you 8, 7, 7, 9 throughout the series. One game he did not get that. He just had 4, so it's not like he had just 1 or 2 in that. He's getting you rebounds. He's crashing the glass. He's playing monstrous minutes, so he's going to run into rebounds. I absolutely love that number. I thought it would have been at like 6 or it's like at least 5.5 based on what he did last game. Portis is not getting as much run recently, except for last game where he did get some extra run and some blowouts. And they didn't play Brook Lopez. Didn't have a great game, so he only had 3 rebounds. But I don't know if I can count on Portis with the minutes. Sometimes won't be there if they happen to give the minutes to Brook Lopez. Pat Connaughton only 4 rebounds. He didn't get that last game, but limited minutes for him. He's also been a guy that's been hitting the glass at most of the games, and some of these games haven't even been a sweat with 7 and 8 rebounds on the previous 2 games. I like Jaren Jackson rebounds, but I like his points more. And then Tyus Jones at 3.5 rebounds. That looks all right, but I like his points, rebounds, assist. Speaking of points, rebounds, assist, Giannis is at 52.5. He's been crushing it. Last 3 games hit that nicely. Brown is only 34.5. This one looks pretty good as well. He's been getting you rebounds. I like this number maybe better than his points. You just need like 11 combined rebounds and assists. Holiday's numbers look good all across the board. But right now I'm going to go ahead and put in Tyus Jones at 27.5. Has the ball in his hands, taking over for John Morant, and we saw him play 41, almost 42 minutes on May 9th. In the last game, he got 33 in just 24 minutes. He was on pace to absolutely destroy. So I got to go right back to Tyus Jones here. I like his points, rebound, assist. If his fantasy is in the low 30s, I'd probably jump on that as well, or maybe instead of the points, rebounds, assist. We'll see what type of number they have out for him. Over at the fantasy score, we have Giannis at 56. He's been crushing it. He's hit that in 4 out of 5 games. And some of these games, it's been a bit close. But in a closeout game at home, expect Giannis to play really well. I'm taking the over on his fantasy at 56. They haven't even posted some of the Warriors fantasy scores yet. But once that happens, we can look at some of those. I like some of the Grizzlies once those get posted. So we'll see what happens throughout the day. But these are 4 good props to start you off with. Fantasy scores for Tatum and Brown, they're playable. 3 points made. If you're looking for a 5th one, Tatum, 3.5 is a lot. He's had that 2 games this series, and that was at home. Against Milwaukee, he had 0 threes in that one game, and then he had 3 in the other game. But I'd probably take the under if I had to pick. And that's kind of it. Maybe the over on Steph Curry, 3.5 is a pretty low number. He's probably going to be firing. He did fire last game, they just weren't going in. But I like these 4 right now. Jaren Jackson over 17.5 points. Drew Holiday over 5 rebounds. Tyus Jones 27.5 points, rebounds, assists, and Giannis 56 fantasy. See about the turnovers board if anything sticks out. 3 turnovers for Holiday. He's done a good job of not really turning the ball over, so that might be one you take the under. Steph Curry is at 3 turnovers. He's also not really turning the ball over that much, so turnovers could be one. And there's just not been too much. They just posted this board, so there's not been too much where I've been kind of experimented with that. But if you wanted to take anybody, maybe Holiday under and Curry under would be decent. Worst case could be like a push in that situation. But we already got a potential 10x here with these 4. So that's what I got. Thank you for watching. Leave any questions down below if you have any, and I'll see you all next time.